Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 15th of November, guys. So let's see the very first news. First news is about Hunar Haat, guys. This was a news because fourth exhibition, in fact, of Hunar Haat is recently being organized in Pragati Maidan in New Delhi, and that has been organized in India's International Trade Fair, which is organized by Ministry of Minority Affairs, and it is organized under Ustad scheme. Remember, guys. Alright, it is organized under Ustad scheme, whose full form is upgrading the skilling and training in traditional art and craft for development scheme, right? So now let's discuss that what this Hunar Haat is basically. See, this is a kind of platform which is being provided by Ministry of Minority Affairs to the minority section communities of India, right? And those communities of India who are associated in traditional arts and crafts, because after this coming of this power loom sector and industrial revolution, that these sectors are somewhere being nullified by that power loom sector, right? So basically to bring back this sector in mainstream, this is the kind of initiative by the government of India, right, under which the government is preserving and promoting the rich heritage of our traditional art and craft, which is being promoted by minority community. And it is seen that it is a successful mission, because at the one hand it is providing employment to these minority communities, and at the second hand that is also acting as an income generation asset and opportunity for them to showcase their skill to a platform which is international based, because through this platform it is possible that international businessmen and international people could come and directly purchase their product at higher price, so they will also be getting much more money, right? So that's why this was a news, guys. Next is Accessible India campaign. Now the context of this news is basically on the occasion of Children's Day, guys. Basically a drawing and painting competition has been organized for the Divyanjan people, right? Divyanjan means those people who are not in good condition by their by any of their body parts, right? So that's why this thing has been organized by Department of Empowerment and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, which is coming under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. And the main aim of this Accessible India campaign is to make a barrier-free and conducive environment for the Divyanjans all over the Indian territory, right? Because earlier they used to feel very very disassociated from the mainstream society, but after this Accessible India campaign, the government has said that within few years all the government buildings as well as everything will be made conducive for the Divyanjan people, so that they don't feel alienated. All right, and the basic vision of the government of India is to build an inclusive society which will give them equal opportunities. All right, because in constitution that we have right to equality, right? But since if they are not given conducive environment in public places, at least public places, then how they will feel to be inclusive in society, right? So that's why government has said that okay, we'll under this Accessible India campaign will make all the governmental buildings accessible, means that where there were only staircases, now their ramp will also be situated, so that at least those people can take the ramp route through the wheelchair or some other instruments. All right, and not only that wheelchair, if you go to any tourist places also, you will see that braille writings are situated. All right, braille writings are are helpful for the blind people to read something, right? I had recently been to Taj Mahal, so I saw there the braille writings, everything's were written in. For us also everything was written, we can see and read it, but for the blind people also some braille writings were there, right? So this is kind of accessibility that they have provided to all the at least the governmental buildings and all, right? Next is, guys, a bill which is banning the superstitious practice has been tabled in Karnataka's legislative assembly, right? And it is called as anti-superstitious bill, which is also called Karnataka Prevention and Eradication of Inhuman Evil Practices and Black Magic Bill 2017. So under it, whatever up till now the black magic or the things that was being not kind of legalized, but that was being promoted in the Karnataka society. So from now onwards, after passage of this bill, they will not be, people will not do the superstitious thing which they were earlier doing. All right, and those superstitious things were totally inhuman. Now I'll show you what are the inhuman thing. See, practice of piercing cheeks or tongues with rods. What is this, man? Come on. Moreover, few people are said that, okay, walk on the pile of fire. What is this? I mean, these are totally inhuman activities. See, prohibiting and preventing a person from taking medical treatment in case of dog, snake, or scorpion bites. Instead of this, they are telling that, okay, go to any tantric or ojha, they will do the things. All right, and they don't allow the people to go to doctors and all. What is this? I mean, this kind of inhuman practice only, right? And forcing women into isolation during their menstruation periods or during their pregnancy periods. So these are totally, and there are many things which are written in there. You can read it yourself, guys. I mean, it will be of no use if I'll read all the things by myself. Do some level by yourself also. So anyways, next news is about International Solar Alliance, guys. So basically the founding ceremony of International Solar Alliance has been recently been held at Bonn, Germany. So let's see what the International Solar Alliance is. I know that you know this topic very well, but still for those who are new to it, I'll just explain a bit. So under International Solar Alliance, around 121 countries which are solar rich. And what are those countries which are solar rich? Those countries which are totally or partially coming under the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, means countries within these ranges. I mean, it's not that those countries which are out of these ranges, they are not included. Yeah, they can also be included. All right, but major focus is given to the countries which are under this Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and they are being requested that we should come at a single platform and make this solar thing boom in other sectors. Because if you use this, if you will harness the solar energy, then it will be beneficial for the society as well as the society at large. Because first of all, we are harnessing some energy which were earlier being wasted. All right, second thing is the usages of fossil fuels will get reduced, which will ultimately reduce the greenhouse gas emissions and all, right? So that's why this alliance has been made, and this has been made by the stepping stone has been kept by two countries, that is India and France, right? So these are few of the factual information that I've given you. Next is about South Asia Economic Summit, guys. Basically 10th South Asia Economic Summit has been organized in Kathmandu, so with the theme of deepening economic integration for inclusive and sustainable development in South Asia. So let's see what this South Asia Economic Summit is, guys. So this has basically been started in 2008. All right, and it is a regional platform under which the developmental issues and economic issues will be discussed and analyzed, so that whatever the challenges that is being faced by the South Asian countries, those challenges can be nullified. All right, or minimized, some sort of things like that, right? And the main theme of the summit will be on strengthening the economic integration in the sub-region for attaining inclusive and sustainable development. It is as such not that important for UPSC prelims, but on other exams they might actually be asking this. I mean, they might ask this question, right? So we just have to keep ourselves updated. Also they can ask in UPSC. It's not such that they won't ask, they can ask. And in fact, you can take this as a fodder point and you can include it in your mains answer writings also, right? Okay, next is about APCERT, that is Asia Pacific Computer Emergency Response Team. First, I'll explain what is it, guys, basically, right? See, this is basically a regional and international cooperation on information security, under which different measures will be made in order to deal with large scale or regional network security incidents, right? Means various security incidents are often being occurring in throughout the region, throughout the world especially, but this APCRT is basically focusing on majorly focusing on Asia and Pacific region countries, right? So now let's see the context of this news, guys. This is basically certain, which is under the aegis of Ministry of Electronic and Information Technologies, is organizing this APCERT conference from November 12 to 15, 2017. Under the theme of building trust in digital economy, because all the countries, I mean especially India, is we are getting digital transformed in recent period. You can very well observe it in your day-to-day life also, right? So since we are digital economy so much promoted, not only in India and other regional countries also, so all the countries are coming forward to under this conference, and they'll share the best practices of how to handle the cyber security which is being occurring, which is being which is having a high probability of getting hacked by hackers, right? So they'll deal that how to handle the cyber securities in mobile and social medias, and this will be a kind of platform which will lead to building of trust between all these regional countries, right? Okay, next is about National Power Portal, guys. So basically this is a centralized platform which will lead to the collation and dissemination of different other power sector information and within the Indian territory, right? See, the significance of this National Power Portal, first I'll discuss. Earlier, power sector was having many applications, right? And we have often read these applications like Tarang, Ujala, Garv, right? These are the three names which I'm getting in my mind actually. So, and also it has been given in the news that Tarang, Ujala, Vidyut Parva, Garv, Urja, Merit, right? So these are the power sector apps which was earlier being launched by the different or different occasions. Power Ministry has launched it, right? But all the informations from now onwards, this will be kept in National Power Portal. Means it will not only facilitate the government, but the different analyze, like news analysis. We do news analysis, right? So earlier we used to take information from Tarang app differently, Ujala app differently, Garv app differently. But now since all the informations will be kept at single platform, so it will be easier for the people and for the government, for the policy makers to get raw data from there, right? And accordingly make policies so that the policies could be effectively translated to the ground situation, right? So that's why this National Power Portal has been come up with, right? And the nodal agency for the implementation of this National Power Portal is Central Electricity Authority, and the system has been basically conceptualized, designed and developed by National Informatics Center. So these are a few of the informations about this news. Next is about Rasgulla hits sweet spot and gets a GI tag. See, guys, earlier between the West Bengal and Odisha government, there was tussle going on that they were telling that Odisha people were telling that Odisha government was telling that no, Rasgulla was ours state creation, and they were West Bengal was telling that no, it's our state creation. But finally, West Bengal has won the this battle between for this Rasgulla. All right, and the GI tag has been given to the West Bengal for this Rasgulla, as well as one other GI tag was given to Tamil Nadu for Mamalapuram stone sculpture. So if you want to read a bit more describedly, you can read from here. Next news is about Sagar Coverage, guys. So it is basically a joint security exercise which will be done in two states, that is West Bengal as well as Odisha government. These two states will come forward to conduct this joint security exercise, under which it is said that the 630-kilometer long coastline of these two states will be, the coastal security prospects in that region will be tightened, right? So that's why this was the news, guys, basically. So yeah, we'll meet in next class, guys. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.